I started to feel a headache coming on, I would use the method and it wouldn't turn into a migraine.
You were able to discharge your migraine headaches. Tell me something about the way that went.
When I first came to the program and started to learn Buteyko, I was coming from having migraines, headaches on a regular basis. I had had them for over 20 years. I'd lose hours just having to be lying down, shades pulled, not being able to do much. Most of the time, I could function at work, but as time went on, I started needing to take days off of work. A lot of times it would be on the weekend, so I'd lose, most of my weekend. And I kept a little book, a little calendar, and I would write down H for headache and I tracked them because I tried all kinds of things to help them to get better. Diet, to try different diets, the elimination diet. Was it an allergy? I tried the blood type diet. And a lot of things I did try helped me in certain ways, but they didn't, help with these chronic conditions that I was so baffled by. I would have headaches definitely weekly, oftentimes 12, 13 days a month. I'd have a headache, not always a severe migraine, but that was like 20 plus years. And I also found that as I got older, I just seemed to have a harder time getting out of bed in the morning. And it always baffled me why I woke up with headaches, why they would often start very early in the morning, because I thought that that's when you're relaxed. Why would you wake up with headaches? And mentally, too, there was the mental component that I would wake up and if I had a migraine, I would start trying to, like, what did you do last night? Did you sit the wrong way? Did you read the wrong way? Was your neck in the wrong way? A lot of times I'd be blaming myself for the headaches. And I just always knew that it was a sign something was wrong, but I didn't know what was wrong. And I kept searching. I'll never forget the first time after starting working with your team that I had a migraine headache. I remember getting in touch with you. I was in bed. I hadn't eaten anything. I was in a lot of pain. I remember you contacted me. I think you called me and you walked me through what to do, how to treat the migraine. And I had never had anybody do that before. You told me how to do my pauses, that I needed to do them very gently and might need to do more of them until, the headache would come off. And uh, so I did that. It wasn't easy, when your head hurts and you can't lift it off the pillow hardly. The last thing you want to do are
Breath holding.
maximum pauses that were taught, but I did it because I wanted relief, and amazingly, it worked.
Mm.
I did have to do a lot of them, but or more than usual, probably double the amount that I would normally do, and the headache came off. I was just amazed. It didn't always last. I would have to sometimes do it again and maybe even again, but I would normally be have these headaches for about 48 hours.
Mm.
And most of that time would be spent lying down in the dark, or I would take a pain reliever to take the edge off. But once I learned how to use the practice to help the migraine, it really made a huge difference. I never really had to be on the couch again. As time went on, I didn't have to take pain relievers. It was a process. I would say probably 2 to 3 years for them to really almost like be gone totally.
Mm.
They would decrease in either frequency or intensity. I would be able to also like use it as a prevention. Like if I started to feel a headache coming on, I would use the method and it wouldn't turn into a migraine. So I could oftentimes, head
Stop
it off.
stop it from
And
developing, yeah. If you can catch it soon enough.
exactly, I would try to catch it soon enough. And it was just wonderful to just not have them to that degree. They were never as painful. After learning the method, I, I I could function. I could function much better. And I remember you saying that they may not go away completely, but you can function better. And that was true. I don't know now when the last time I had a migraine was. Sometimes I can wake up a little headachy, but again, I do my pauses first thing in the morning, generally takes it right off. I still believe it's a symptom of deep breathing, so maybe I overslept, but it's just so much better. Plus my control pause in general is so much higher. Everything is better.
The
Higher
body
control
doesn't
pause.
produce that symptom once your control pauses over 30.
Right,
So you're out of
right.
that territory.
Exactly. Exactly.
I mean, if we've been hyperventilating in the night and you've got a bit of a drop, then the headache might start up. But then all you have to do
Mhm.
is boost your practice as soon as you wake up, and whoop, your control pause goes up and symptoms gone.
Yep, exactly. You asked me a little while ago about sleep. I never really had a problem too much sleeping, except that I woke up with migraines. But there were times that I would sleep on my back, and I know today that that's one of the worst positions for my breathing, and the mouth would fall open, so I would be breathing, through my mouth. And so I changed the way that I slept, and I no longer slept on my back. And also, I started mouth taping. That was something I started even before this group, and that helped. That definitely helped. Just to stop that deep breathing at night. Stop deep breathing at night.